Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Harry Hewlett. This is DSA's third Thursday Songwriter Profile live on Facebook. We're going to go from 7 to 8. We did our first show a month ago. We always do this on third Thursday. And last month was the first show. And tonight we got a fella, and I'm real proud. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about him. I don't know everything. He'll correct me where I'm wrong, but I don't know how old he is. I've never asked him, and he's never asked me. We kind of have that agreement. I don't ask him, and he doesn't ask me. But I do know, just from talking to him, he's got some interesting things to say. His daddy, back during World War II, worked on the atomic bomb. He lived out in Albuquerque, Alamogordo, somewhere.
We're not really sure, but he may have. There's reason to think maybe he did, but
there's reason to think that
if he was on the secrecy, he was a guy.
See, he's always interrupting every time I try to do something.
Yeah, anyway, but I just want to set that straight.
Okay,
we wonder if he didn't, but yeah.
Okay, but anyway, and then somewhere his father met his mother, and he wound up in Dallas, and he was a professor at SMU, and Allen grew up in Dallas and went to school at Highland Park and went to SMU. I don't know what he majored in out there, what he got a degree in, but if he's like the rest of us, he majored in guitar and having a good time. He's been a member of the Dallas Songwriter Association probably as long as it's been around. I'm not sure when he joined up, but he was here way before I got here. I think I joined up in 2012. So, and then he played in bands and all that kind of stuff. No Contact Band. He's played all over town, and he's very supportive of DSA. Every time we have some kind of function, he's there, and he's just undoubtedly one of our best songwriters, and everyone loves his music, and everyone loves him, and he's funny. And why he never went to Nashville and became a hit songwriter, I don't know. I keep telling him he should have gone. If he had gone, a few years back, if he'd gone to Nashville and got him a job working for one of those music publishers, he'd be a hit songwriter today. And anyway, I want y'all to meet my good friend, a guitar picker and singer and all that kind of stuff, ALLEN LARSON. ALLEN, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm honored to be here doing this.
Well, just start off with, ALLEN, when did you join the DSA?
Not too long after Craig St. Clair joined the DSA, which I'm guessing was like 2004 or 5 or something like that.
So it's been a while, okay.
Been a while, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, before we get to talking too much, I want you to play us a song, and I'm gonna give you the spotlight.
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
What you gonna play?
Okay, I thought I would do several songs tonight in more or less an order that I wrote them over the years. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote, called Saturday Morning. I had met this cute girl the night before and wrote this song. Long since lost the original lyrics, but when I put it together much more recently, I don't know, 15 years ago, I kind of updated the lyrics, but I remembered a lot of the original ones, so that's kind of the backstory on this guy. So it goes like this. Saturday morning came without warning. I saw your face and everything around. You were there at the right time, with your kisses so sweet in the nighttime. Down at Surfside under a starry night, she was young and so was I. We were there at the high tide, with those kisses so sweet in the nighttime. Oh, just where you are. It's been so many years. Long ago we went our ways and new loves did appear. But I always will remember the people in my life, the ones who shape me and who make me think back to a time when a Saturday morning came without warning. Saw your face and everything around. You were there at the right time, with your kisses so sweet in the nighttime. With your kisses so sweet. Your kisses so sweet in the nighttime.
That is real pretty. That's your new 12-string, right?
Yeah, that's my.
How long does it take you to tune that?
It doesn't take long. If I hadn't played in a couple of days, when I picked it up just before I played, it's got a great little tuner in it. It's kind of hard to describe without seeing it, but makes it real easy, and it doesn't go far out of tune after a couple of days.
Do you have you played that out? Like some of your gigs yet?
Yeah, I brought it out with me.
Where you been playing?
This one's just a joy to play. It's
Yeah.
not much harder than my Martin 6-string.
Where are you playing now? What kind of gigs are you doing?
Well, through a friend, I've recently played at Vine Crafters out in Rockwall, out in the country. It's kind of a fun little place to go to. And then I've been set up to play what's going to amount to an audition gig. I probably will get booked into Lone Star Wine Cellar in downtown McKinney.
All right.
I'll be doing that in a couple of weeks. And then, meanwhile, got some DSA related appearances we got lined up. Let's see.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, that will be Deep Ellum Arts Festival. I'll be playing a slot Friday. Trying to sneeze. Friday and Sunday. And then I know we've got Wildflower coming up. I think I'm forgetting one. Am I not? Thought I had 4 things coming up.
Oh, that's okay.
But anyway,
Hey, Alan, when did you get interested in music?
Okay, yeah, I probably about 9th grade. You know, I was a big Beatles fan. That was probably the biggest impetus. But you know, I liked the Four Seasons. I was kind of at the tail end of. Elvis was really not my generation, but I had a couple of his 45s, and of course the Stones and all of that. I do remember the first pop song I ever heard. My dad got a little transistor radio. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
But the first popular music song I ever was aware of in 3rd grade or so, other kids were singing or quoting "Purple People Eater."
You're old, Alan.
Yeah, yeah. Don't look up how old that song is, but I guess lyrics like that would appeal to 3rd graders. So, yeah, my parents gave me a plastic guitar, and then we realized, hey, he's kind of serious, and I took guitar lessons and I took piano lessons kind of simultaneously, and that they really fed off each other for kind of just understanding basic music theory. I don't really speak the language of music or formal music training, but just kind of learned how to.
Yeah,
they tried here basically.
They tried to get me to play the piano when I was in grade school. To learn how to play the piano, but I didn't want to do it because it was sissy.
Yeah,
doggone it! I wish I'd have done that, but. You didn't play in the high school band or anything like that?
No, look, I wasn't a joiner. Look at my high school annual. There's nothing but next to my name. I don't know. I was a shy kid and just didn't join anything. And I look back, why didn't I do that? That would have been perfect for me.
You mean you weren't most likely to succeed or anything like that?
I don't know
Class
what
favorite?
I was most likely to do.
Well, well, anyway, hey, play us another song.
Okay, well, I want to tell one quick story about.
Okay,
I
tell us the
basically
story.
divide my music career into the early years when I was just learning high school and through college, and then getting serious was right after college, first little band, and then about 20 years ago, stepping up to the mic and being a singer-songwriter. But anyway, in high school, I had a buddy down the street who had a tape recorder, and I had one too. But we loved playing on tape recorders and making parodies of everything we saw and heard, the game shows and variety shows. And we used to make parodies of, remember those ads? KTEL Records presents top teen tunes of the day, Yeah. And they have little 20-second segments of several songs. And I would play those, and we would sing them, or my friend would sing them. And one that I still remember is we did a parody of the Gigi song, Gotta Get a Message to You. And we sang it, Gotta Get My Baggage to You.
Yeah.
We amused ourselves. Anyway, okay.
So you played, you learned, how old were you when you learned to play the guitar? I mean, really play it.
Well, because I remember we did that in like high school years, and I was good enough to, pick up how to play a lot of these songs and do our little parodies. So,
was you in a band then, or is this just you? And
No,
your
I
buddies?
was not in a band. The first real band I was in was like a year or two out of college, and I want to talk about that here in a minute. I guess maybe I'll play a song first. But there's some interesting DSA connections on that first band I'll get to.
Okay, well, play us a song, and then we'll take up there.
Then I'll tell that story. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So this was another song, this Humming and Strumming, that dates back way to those years when I, after college, Bob Dylan was big in my mind, Jerry Jeff Walker, the old progressive country thing. So that's when Jerry Jeff kind of inspired this song, Humming and Strumming. In many, there we go, okay. In many ways I am lazy, but if there's one thing I would gladly do, it's serenade you, persuade you, plumb entertain you, so warm up those dancing shoes. I wanna rock and roll in a sidewalk band, wanna get you back up on your feet again, with some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. So if today is for a living, and you feel that the rhythm is right, you're gonna sway like the daisies, or hang like that linen that's falling off that old clothesline. We're gonna shake it loose all night long. We're gonna slap that bass, beat them drums with some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. So stay loose and crazy. We hear our neighbors and friends. Well, it's high time we got right, lay down our lowdowns and boogie till the cows came home. We're gonna twist and shout, carry on. We're gonna keep the party going till the morning sun. There's some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. With some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. With some humming and strumming, picking and grinning, and I'm counting on you joining in. All right.
All your songs sound very finished. Like, you're a good songwriter, Alan.
But thank you. Yeah, no formal songwriting training. I've just always been good at observing how songs are put together, what makes them good. Building up. You don't start full blown ahead with all the instruments, and sometimes it works. There's rules were meant to be broken.
You got the knack for it. You're a smart guy. Your daddy was smart, and I guess you took after him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't know if he actually did work at the atomic bomb. He was pressing the service at least to teach physics. That's what he told us. But anyway, the story. I wanted to, after college, the first kind of serious band, one of my best friends from SMU, he had a fraternity brother, and that fraternity brother had a buddy from high school that we started a little 4-piece band. They had some original songs, great harmonies. I was the lead guitar player. Interesting thing about two of these guys. One is a guy named Richard Malmos. Kind of lost touch with him over the years, but then I saw his name in the paper one day. He was hosting a TV movie show in Dallas, and then later I realized he was the announcer on the Late Show with Craig Ferguson that followed, I think, Dave Letterman on CBS.
Oh.
And you probably heard him on voiceovers, movie trailers. And he's acted in movies and stuff. And it turns out he went to high school with Gigi Gostas, who we all know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And anyway,
small world, huh?
Yeah, so this guy is kind of well known. I befriended him on Facebook, and we talk about old times a little bit. But he brought along to the gig to the band, this guy named Elton Gunder. Well, that band did a recording, but that was about it. And everybody went their separate ways. Elton and I became friends, and a few years later, we were like kind of testing the waters, like doing a little duo thing. And one day, Elton goes to the bar his sister's working at the Red Apple at the Bronco Bowl, and there was a band there breaking up, and a couple of guys there needed a couple of guys to join with them. One of them was Craig St. Clair.
Craig.
That's how I met Craig St. Clair. So we joined forces and had a band for several years. And I've got a picture. This was, I think, towards the later end of. We had a band for about 5 years. That's Craig that my finger's pointing to right there, and that's me right there.
Well, y'all were good looking back then.
Yeah. And that's Elton right there on that end, and a couple guys that were different drummers, or I don't know, different times. But yeah, that's.
So what kind of songs did y'all sing then?
We were big on that progressive country stuff and rock and roll, a little bit of everything.
Did you sing any then, or was it just Craig?
Maybe I sang Beast of Burden and maybe one original song. We did some recording in a studio, and I actually did sing in there because I wrote the song. But
so
that humming and strumming, actually. And that Lucky Star, I occasionally do that in open mics here. That was Elton sang that.
So y'all were writing songs back then too.
Not many. We had like 3 or 4. Craig had a really nice song, "Carry On Broken Hearted." I've heard him recently do that again. That was a great song.
Back at Texas Tech when I was playing in that band, of course, it's a little bit prior to that, but no one did original songs. Original songs, no one wanted to hear original songs. They wanted to hear cover songs. Dance.
Yeah,
they wanted to dance.
Guess a lot of places still are kind of like that.
Yeah. So, hey, okay, you want to play another song?
Yeah, I guess so. Now I'm getting into the getting serious stage. I was mostly a lead guitar player. I'm not the greatest in the world, but I kind of
You're pretty
had
good.
my niche. But anyway, until I became serious about stepping up to the mic, I made a list of songs, about 10 or 15 songs during those years. I mean, we're talking over about 20 years or so. But yeah, that's Saturday morning. And a lot of these songs that I mentioned here that are on this list, maybe I didn't finish them, but I always had that riff at the back of my mind, and years later So I kind of traced them way back a lot of years before I finished some. But I thought I would do this. I'll get on my 6th string now. This song I called The Tree. It's kind of the spirit of protest music.
So what kind of equipment did y'all have back then when you played in the band?
Well, I had and I still have a Guild Polaris electric guitar. That's so old now, it's worth a pretty penny, so that's why I have 2 electric guitars to carry out and not so much worry about.
So you were playing lead back then?
Yeah, and like I say, there's better lead players, but, I just kind of fit in that.
Was Craig playing the bass?
He was a bass player. Yeah, and they came up with a couple of keyboards for me to play, to alternate with. I remember that there was a piano that was, way back then, the keyboards, they were either very expensive or else they were kind of crappy. And this piano was, I remember if you went up to the high notes, you really had to turn the volume up because it just wasn't EQ'd very well.
What was the name of your band?
Oh, it was alternately, for a while, Stonehenge, and then we went with Night Chase. And actually, I've got a tape with some of those songs. I've put some of them on a Reverb Nation. I can give you the link later.
From the old band, you got some of the songs? That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. But, there was and then they got some kind of, not an organ, but kind of a string thing. But, that was, a few years after that band was the advent of inexpensive and better keyboards, and that was exciting to me to get a good. At first, I got a little small Casio. I saw a guy in a band playing the handheld, and I'm like, wow, that sounds great. And I got one of those, and then I got a Korg DS8 synthesizer I had for a while. But anyway,
you know how to get a good keyboard?
How?
Win first place in our Dallas Songwriters Association song contest. They give it to you whether you can play it or not. good too. Okay, I'm gonna move.
I bought one about 20 years ago. This Yamaha DJ something or other. It had a bunch of DJ sounds, and it was okay. And then actually, Paul Zander, our friend, gave me one.
Was he in the band?
It was kind of noisy. Huh?
Was Paul Zander in the band?
No, not that band. Yeah. But he gave me a keyboard. This is, 10, 20 years ago. But something was wrong. It'd be okay for a few minutes, then all of a sudden, some noise. So I gave that one away. But now I've got a good little Yamaha I picked up at Sam Ash Music.
Okay.
And I also have my original Casio, small Casio, eventually just fell apart. But I love that thing. It had rhythms. And anyway, I got another small one, but I don't use it as much.
Okay.
So anyway.
Play us a song.
Yeah, this Tree song I actually remember writing way back 80s or 90s or I don't know. And anyway, it goes like this. Well, I heard today latest communique. There can be no missing the man's intentions where his ambitions lay. Deep in the forest. Let's see, where am I? Cold wind blows across the bay. Darkened clouds descend. Shouldn't let my mind wander. Deep in the forest, down by the river. Tree twist and bends. Well, alright, okay, nobody gets away. There'll be no more sitting, giving no opposition when the truth is getting in the way. The cold wind blows across the bay, breaks into a squall. Deep in the forest, down the river, a tree begins to fall. Well, alright, okay, nobody's getting away, alright, okay. someone's gonna have to pay. With all this corruption and all this deception, not bring justice today. Out in the streets the talk is loud, man steps out from the crowd. Tomorrow morning just a little past sunrise, planning on a little surprise. And deep in the forest a bolt of lightning and a tree comes tumbling down.
I like it. That's some good guitar picking.
Thanks. Yeah.
So you were in.
It helps if I'm paying attention, not daydreaming in the middle of a song.
You were in a band with Craig St. Clair, and where'd y'all play?
Just the dive bar circuit around Dallas. I mean, I remember we had a 5-night-a-week gig at JD's After Dark. I doubt they're still open somewhere like on Denton Drive, and just other places, private parties, wherever we could.
Were there any open mics back then?
We were playing the top levels, bars. Yeah, I don't know if they were or not. We weren't seeking them out. And of course, without social media to learn about them is, I don't know.
Did y'all ever think maybe you could make a record and get famous or anything like that?
Well, you don't know Elton, the guy in the band, Elton Gunner. He knew he was going to be a huge rock star, and I know sometimes that just was. He could either be your best friend or he could be so annoying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was just. He knew he was going to be. One lesson, to be learned from him is you learn what you can contribute to a band, and somebody can do something else better. Step aside, let them do it. But I don't know.
Hey, have you got a fan or something going in the background?
Actually, it started raining outside.
It's raining? You're kidding?
Yeah. Maybe I should close the patio door here. It's open.
Yeah, it's making.
Because it's getting loud, isn't it?
It's not raining here yet, I don't think.
I think it's hailing out there. Let me see what I got here.
Okay.
Hang on.
That sounds like hail, doesn't it?
Wow.
Well, they said it's going to rain today, and I guess it did.
Yeah, it's definitely hailing. I'm glad I put my car in my covered spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they thought it was going to miss us and all go north of here.
Yeah, well, it hadn't started over here yet, because I'm kind of on the south.
It's coming down hard over here.
Yeah, well, if you have to go to shelter or something, we'll understand. But
Yeah.
I guess I can play a song if I have to. But okay, so you did band Craig St. Clair. Did you play in a band after that, or was that kind of it?
Yeah, okay, that was about 5 years. After that, it was mostly just kind of pick-up band situation. I remember, Bill Hudson, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've known him since college, and I remember we play at a wedding or two, but I was just kind of an ad hoc band, ongoing. Let's see if we can get some more gigs kind of deal. He knew somebody that needed a band and put it together. We'd do that, and Elton disappeared for years, and then for a while I jammed with Craig and his neighbor drummer or something, but a lot of that was just in the garage, nothing serious. And then Elton came back, and we sort of teased maybe getting back together, although I was kind of burned out on Elton, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he Yeah, but he could be a good guy too. But he sadly died in a motorcycle accident a few years ago. But then I also did play with some other guys briefly for a while. That was a very good band. This guy named Rich, locally, he was a heck of a guitar player, and did that briefly. And I would just be kind of on and off for a while. I'd play in a band for a while, then not for a while.
Well, how'd you get interested in songwriting? I mean, real songwriting.
Well, I guess I'd always kind of piddled around with it. And then, like during the 80s, I guess it was, I got the keyboard and I got interested, and I was starting to learn. I was taking computer classes, working in computers, and got into doing MIDI stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Get the software to record, and my song "Dream About You," "One Day Soon." I think I did some versions on keyboard with that back then. Yeah, several of these songs I do today I traced their roots back to then. Some were kind of more finished, and others were just riffs put together and wrote a song about.
Well, Alan, how did you develop your craft for songwriting? Did you read a lot of books, or did you take some classes, or? No,
I just, like I say, I just listened to songs and how they're put together, and just.
You didn't read any books?
Verse, chorus, bridge. Just kind of grasp. And I was always kind of into arrangement. I mean, I finally got a 4-track, and I've just always kind of understood. Usually, you want to build up a song, like maybe start out just simple guitar and bass and drums, but as the song goes, add the keyboards, add the horns, add that sort of.
Yeah, but like what a chorus is and what a bridge is, and verse and the different roles they play and all that kind of stuff. You got to learn all those things somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it was just simple observation.
Yeah. Well, you're very, very perceptive then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a grown man before I realized that. I started taking songwriting, joined a songwriting group up in New York City before I learned exactly what a bridge was and what a chorus was. I thought a chorus was just when everyone else started singing. I didn't know.
Yeah, and sometimes it is. And one thing I also kind of figured out early is, for all these kind of rules about songwriting and music, almost every rule can be broken if you do it right.
Yeah, you got to learn the rules, but then once you know the rules, you can break them. How do you write a song? Do you have a favorite way that you approach
not really. Usually, it has to do with I've come up with some kind of riff or chord pattern I like, and usually the hardest part is figuring out words that I am satisfied to go with it.
Well, don't we all?
That's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I can come up with kind of riffs that could turn into a song, but what am I going to write about? I get stuck for years on some.
How long do you? I bet you play every day, right? Play your guitar.
Yeah, I mean, there are days I don't pick up the guitar, but yeah. But here lately, I've enjoying the 12-string, and I got that little Johnson guitar, which is handy to keep by my computer. Doesn't take up much room.
You got a little bass too. I saw that little bass.
Yeah. I'm debating whether I want to keep that or sell that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, anyway, so.
And through those years, I was really into Bob Dylan, Jeff Walker, Jackson Browne, James Taylor, Tom Petty, Bruce Coburn. Always been a big favorite of mine, and Uncle Walt's band, but. Anyway, I guess I could do this song "One Day Soon." Actually,
I do that, and that's a good song.
I trace it back to 80s, 90s. So and it's probably a song that's kind of doesn't exactly follow the conventional rules of songwriting. I'm not sure exactly which part would be considered the chorus, but everybody seems to like it. So anyway, first you're up, then you're down, carousel spins round and round, mind is a blur as the world goes passing by. Real, nothing untried. The carnival is one long ride, but one day soon you'll be sailing away. Now you're trapped. Is there escape? Bitter wind slaps you in the face, but one day soon you'll be sailing away. One day soon, one day near, you'll be walking out of here. Yeah, one day soon you'll be finding your way. A one-day trip, 2-day turnaround. Now you're back on the same old ground. Just another lonely night in another town. Now it's out here much too long. Now it's time to carry on. Yeah, one day soon you'll be sailing away. You just know it one day. One day soon, one day near, you'll be walking out of here. Yeah, one day soon you'll be sailing away. Always lost, seldom found. One foot is underground, but one day soon you'll be sailing away. One day. So grab a hold, take a hand, get ready to make your stand. Yeah, one day soon you'll be sailing away. One day soon you'll be sailing away. Yeah, one day. One day.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to grab a harmonica a beat.
Okay.
I can hear you, though. Keep talking.
I don't know if everybody can see both of us on the screen at the same time. When we do the video, we will be. It's. I'm looking at it now on this other screen over on Facebook.
Okay, here we go.
Well, anyway.
Oh, yeah, I should have had this ready.
So, Alan, we've got about 20 minutes left, and you haven't told us about the No Contact Band yet.
Oh, yeah. So that was after my stepping up to the mic years and joining the DSA. I guess the origin of the band was Ian Dickson winning a contest and putting together a band for a performance he got to do somewhere. And initially I wasn't in it, but then Craig brought me aboard. And so there's the five of us: Ian Dickson, Craig St. Clair, Whit Hyde on drums, and Paul Martin Zander, and myself. And we get very sporadically. We've done a couple of Dallas Songwriter Association Hall of Fame shows as a kind of a backing band for artists being honored, area artists. And over the years we've occasionally done a gig here and there. It's been a while since we got together, but never say never. We probably will do it again.
Yeah. How long ago was that when y'all created No Contact?
Oh, I want to say about mid-aughts, 2005, 6, 7, somewhere.
Yeah, that's been a while. Yeah, I've heard
It's
y'all
been a
play.
couple of years since, well, I guess the last Hall of Fame show we did.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there. I came on about 2012. So, okay, we've got a few minutes left. So let's hear some of those songs.
Okay, yeah, I had like 4 more. I don't know if we got time for them all, but I thought I should definitely do this one. This was the first song I ever did at an open mic. I was real nervous. I'd actually kind of written it on cheap nylon string guitar I had for a little while. That was pretty crappy, but
Okay, we got, like I say, we got about 20 minutes. So whatever we can crowd into that. I'm sure
Okay.
everyone wants to hear some songs.
yeah, I got at least 2 or 3 and 2 more after this in mind. Maybe maybe song too. Anyway, it's all good. I was happy to see people liked it out of the gate. It kind of gave me confidence. Well, maybe I can write a song. Let's see. Let's use a pick. It's all good. I used to quit my job I could lay in bed, but working for the man was the way to get fed. So I took my time, drank another cup, stepping on the gas, the red and blue lit up. Yeah, I've been down this road before. You'd think I'd know what should stay and what should go. Yeah, I've been down this road before. If I don't forget it, it's all good when I let it. Yeah. I dreamed I was famous, enjoying every perk. Somebody was crying out, copied all my work. Then I woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb. Oh my! Wait a minute, I think I stole for the Beatles now. Uh-oh. I've been down this road before. You'd think I'd learn to make what you earn. I've been down this road before. If I don't forget it, it's all good when I let it. Yeah. Sometimes I wish it was anywhere but here, selling bread and tomatoes, make a change for beer. She walks up, plops her goods down. Man, she's over the top now. I'm floating off the ground. Yeah, I've been down this road before. Wait, it'll just be clear. This is why I'm here. I've been down this road before. But don't forget it. It's all good if I let it. So don't let me forget it. It's all good when I let it. I think I need to clean this harmonica out. Oh well. So
when did you
lesson preparation?
when did you start learning to play the harmonica, and how did you learn to do that?
Bob Dylan gave me lessons.
Oh, wasn't that nice?
But seriously, no, I don't know. I just bought one, kind of studied what the notes typically were. Oh, if you blow out, it's a 1 chord, and you inhale, it's a 5 chord, basically. I'm not good with, don't much play the cross harp, the blues players, that song I just did was key of E. That was an E harp. I think Dylan uses a lot of, I don't know what you would call that harp, the tonic harp.
He strung it on with a coat hanger for a while, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the cross harp, if that was a bluesy song, you'd want to play an A harp, because then you get the right flats and all that stuff. But usually I'm good play the same harmonica as what key I'm in.
Okay. Well, play us another song.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do I Can't Breathe, shall we? Let's see. Yeah, let's do. This song has taken different meanings over the years, with events in the news. It didn't start out with just, I thought, that's kind of cool sounding lyric. I'd had the flu when I wrote it, and I was just having crazy dreams, and I thought, hey, there's a song there, all right, weird images into a song, and then later that, what's his name, Floyd? Not Pink Floyd. George Floyd, or anyway, that happened. Anyway, here, this is my song. I can't breathe anymore. The air is thick with shame, choked on dust and gasoline. I can't think, I can't talk, I'm completely lost. I don't know what to do. Sword falls from a jagged cloud. I can't dream anymore. There's just too much noise. The crowd presses at my gate, and I can't sleep, I can't cry, I can't close my eyes. I've been made a fool, and the princess is on the move. My mind is an endless maze, gridlock, riddle, and haze. Now everything turns to gray. I grasp but all slips away. But if I could escape from all of this for just one moment of bliss, dog, I can't sleep anymore. The dog barks and a blackbird scatter. I'm in a crossfire where nothing matters. And you don't call, you don't write, you don't knock at my door at night anymore. And I can't sleep, I can't dream, I can't eat, I can't breathe anymore. All I can do is wait for this fever to break. Until then, I can't breathe anymore. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Allen, that's a great song.
Yeah, see, where's the chorus in that song?
It doesn't need one, I don't guess.
Yeah, I mean, rules are meant to be broken, I think.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody when this is all over, we'll edit this video and post the final version on Facebook, and also put it on YouTube, and we'll have all kinds of contact information for how to get to Allen's Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. And we create a lot of videos over the years, and probably hundreds of videos over there on YouTube. And the Dallas Songwriters Association _official. If you look that up on YouTube and do a search for Allen Larson, you'll come up with probably 100 or so videos that we've had of him performing live.
Speaking for all DSA people, we appreciate the work you put into all of that, man.
Well, it's fun. There's a lot archived over there if anyone wants to go see what we've been doing for the last few years, particularly during the last 2 COVID years, shut down. Well, play us another song, Allen. You're doing. Okay. You're rolling.
This is my song. You Got This. I think this is maybe the best song I've written. I don't know. And it's got a chorus. Maybe that's why. I don't know. It seems to be liked a lot. Anyway, You Got This. Sometimes it can't help but come around. There'll be some kind of mess. It's trying to tear us down. Sometimes I just want to get up and run as far as I can. No, you got this, baby. Always do. I got no worries now. You'll come through. Not long ago, you said you had lost faith in yourself. You said you did not deserve any love from anyone else. But all I see now is that smiling face, the light comes shining through. And you know, you got this, baby. Yes, you do. No worries now, girl. through. Now we're heading down the road, hand in hand. City is lighting our way. With you I have no worries about the dragons we have to slay. Hey. Yeah, but all I see now is that smiling face. The light comes shining through. But you know, you got this, baby. Yes, you do. No worries now, girl. You'll come through. This thing you do, and you rock my world, babe. Always do.
Okay, Alan, if you had one more song to sing, what would that be?
Well, do we want to do the 1 minute song?
Well, we could do that in addition to another song. This is one whole song, something that when this is all over with and you look back and you say, I wish I'd have done that song.
Yeah, let's do, let me get the other guitar and I'll do that She's Magic song, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
either that or Winter, but I think She's Magic is what I should do.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. No capo. All right. Let me check the oil in the guitar. Okay, it's good. Yeah. This one I just came up with this riff. This is my brand newest song, I guess. Wrote it about a year ago, I guess, or maybe it was 5 years ago. I lose track of time. Here she comes walking down the street, looking so good from her head down to her feet. Well, she drives me so wild. And they once said I was so meek and mild. Well, she's just like a warm and cold front meeting on the plains. Like a low-pressure system with a cooling rain. Well, we huddle wet beneath the stairs. We kiss and then she vanishes in the air. The thing is, that gal, well, she's magic. Well, she wants me to bring her some cigarettes, as if she's not smoking hot already yet. Well, she totally makes my head spin. Yeah, to me, she's the living ends. Well, we watch the Late Show on her big TV. Snuggle up as can be. Well, she tosses her hair and gives me that grin. Never know where this is gonna end. 'Cause you know, with her, that gal, she's magic. Well, we go dancing at the ballroom at the club. But there's cool jazz, and then she gives me a nudge. She takes me outside to look up at the stars. She points up and says, "This is where we are." Yeah, she knows, 'cause that gal, she's magic.
Okay, Alan, I tell you what, even though it's going to run us over a little bit, there's a couple of songs I want you to do that I think everyone's going to love to hear. That Winter and Lipstick and Bullets.
Oh, okay. You want to hear this?
Yeah. And then when that's all over, we're going to end it with your 1 minute song.
Oh.
But you can wait. I want to say goodbye to everybody before we do that 1 minute song. Then
Okay, so
we'll wrap it up with that. But Winter and Lipstick and Bullets, those are such great songs.
okay, let me do. I don't know which one to do first. I'll do Winter, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. That's a little bit close there. Don't want any buzzing strings. When your shots won't fall, or you fumble the ball, when every swing you take is a miss, seems like you can't buy a hit, I'm still giving you the nod, 'cause I watched you beat the odds. Need I remind you, I'm still behind you. No one outshined you. You're the only name that I need ever call. You're a winner take all. If your sky starts to fall, you don't feel nothing at all. Sometimes the dice won't roll right. It can happen on any given night. You stumble just standing in place. Get that twisted look on your face. I will remind you, if you're lost, I'll find you. No one outshines you. There ain't nobody who does it like you do. You're a winner through and through. Whoa. 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 They put the word word on the street how they're gonna make you feel the heat. But everything now is oh so sweet, 'cause you know you got your beat. I tell you straight up and sober, from the start I've been won over. Need I remind you, I'm right behind you. No one outshines you. There ain't nobody who does it like you do. You're the only name that I need ever call. You're a winner in everything that you do. That makes me one too.
Okay. All right.
There we go. Winner.
Lipstick and Bullets.
Okay, let me locate that tune here on my magic teleprompter.
Was you working at Walmart whenever you wrote that song?
I believe I was, yeah.
That's what I thought, yeah.
That was right after the couple came up to my counter in sporting goods. They wanted to buy some bullets, and they had some lipstick also to ring up. I thought, I should write a song about that. I don't know if these people would remotely apply to the lyrics in this song, but I thought it would make a good song title and somehow work that into the song. So anyway, it goes something like this. Daisy's got drama with her mama and a man with a mullet. She prances through the big box store and buys lipstick and bullets. She got me running down old friends, running down the promises of heaven around the bend. I want to fly away. It's all gone crazy. Take me miles away and find a place where I belong. Yeah, I can pick 'em. Soul takes a licking. Jump in my pickup, his big red lips takes her shots at me. My boots, they're shaking, or is that the ground below? I'm so rattled I can't tell for sure anymore. I want to fly away, escape the crazy, get miles away from where it all went wrong. The man in the suit, he smiles as he hands me a check. Says, don't you worry, boy, there's no reason to fret. I got holes in my pocket, holes in the back of my jeans. I got a hole in the ground where my water comes out. Now it burns like kerosene. I want to fly away. It's all gone crazy, take me miles away and find a place where I belong. I want to fly away, escape the crazy, get miles away from where it all went wrong.
Allen Larson, thank you very much for coming and playing your songs and sharing your stories and all that stuff. And
Well, thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoy the video and everything we get. And I know everybody out there on Facebook enjoyed the show tonight. I hope there was a bunch of them. If they're not out there, they can come back and watch the video
At their own leisure.
Like once again, thank all you folks. And before we go, it's kind of a tradition when Allen's on the show that he gets to end the show with his 1-minute song he wrote specifically for ending the show.
I'm sure somebody's coming up right after me somewhere, somehow.
So I'm going to give you the full screen here, Allen, and let you end it for us.
Here we go. I got 1 minute left for one more song. Harry says this tune, it can't be too long. Feel like I better pick up the pace, for a blue-haired teen with a ukulele takes my place. Now there's half a minute left to try to persuade owner to hire me for a gig where I might actually get paid. Now there's a girl up front and I want to impress her, but so little time and so much pressure, but oh, it's too late now, 'cause look, here comes the hook. Okay, I'm leaving.
Thank you, Allen, and thank you, everybody, and I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll be back. We'll do this again. We do it once a month, third Thursday of every month, 7 to 8. So, Allen,
thanks for having me.
You better go check, see if you got any hail damage out there.
Yeah, it didn't last long. It stopped now.
Well, it don't take much. So,
yeah, it was small little pea size that I saw, but I did park in my covered spot earlier.
Okay, so push that little button and we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
Thanks, folks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's see.
There you go. Thanks, folks. See y'all. Bye.